So I'm going to be talking about candlestick today. We will have to start from somewhere. When we say candlestick, what do we mean? Mind you, when we say candlestick, we are talking about a Japanese visual representation of the charts. I believe everyone here has downloaded their trading view, and I've downloaded at least trading view, MT5. Now if you register on those MT5 and trading view, you're going to be seeing something like this, like what you're seeing here on my chart. You're going to be seeing this. You understand? You're going to be seeing this on your charts, be it the MT5, be it the trading view. You'll just be seeing this now. Okay, you'll be seeing this. So now I'm just going to be touching things because our aspect, I don't want to break. I want to talk about the candlestick, and as well talk about a little bit of market structure. You understand? A little bit of market structure. So you're just going to be flowing in that manner. You're just going to be flowing in that manner. So now the next thing here is, when we talk about candlestick, we have different types of candlestick. I don't want to be using too many English in all this, and I'm just going to be being practical about it, so you know it. The more simpler it is, I want to make trading. My goal is to make trading really simple for people to learn, and as well trade it, because trading looks very difficult. I won't lie to you, trading is hard. Yes, forget the people saying that trading is easy, you can do this and all that. I'll tell you for a fact that trading is not easy. It takes years for you to become a trader. It takes months and it takes years. During the 6 months, if you are a fast learner and you are very serious about it, you can be trading and you get to a certain level. But when you get to the level, there are stages to this thing. There's a level in trading that you get to. It's going to take years, because sometimes what you've learned, you're going to unlearn it to learn something else. You get? So that's where all these classes comes in. You understand? To make your mind broad, to make you, to explore you into the world of trading. You understand? So I'm just going to be more simple, because that's my aim as a trader here, and that is what Lucky Chat is all about. That's why I created the platform, because I was so stressed out when I was learning how to trade. So now this is how it is. We have the candlestick. We have two types of candlestick here. We have the bullish and we have the bearish candlestick. Now in trading, we have what we call the bullish and the bearish. When we're talking about the bullish and the bearish, we have the bulls and we have the bears. Now when we talk about the bulls, we are trying to say, like I said, I'm going to be very simple, not too much long definition, so you capture everything I'm saying. When we say bullish, we are trying to say that the market is going up, or the market is going long, or the market is bullish. So when you hear something like long, bullish, and market is going on uptrend, just know that the market is going the same way, up. In conclusion, the market is going up. Bullish, long, higher, whatever, market is just going up. When you hear something like the bearish, you are trying to say that the market is going short. When we say the market is going short, we are trying to say the market is coming down. It's coming down, it's dropping like this, and the market is going bearish, or we are having a drop in price. Because whenever the market is dropping, therefore price is dropping. This is why we have our price range here. So you notice that market is dropping, and you see that price is going to be reducing. Let's say this market was at this point 1.3568. This was where price of GBP USD was, and Now price is dropping. As of now, currently price is at this 1.3538. So market has dropped initially at that point. So now I said we have two types of candles, and I said we have the bullish and the bearish. So I'm going to be using this as the bullish candle, which is the red candle. You can actually customize this to whatever you want along the line in your charts. And you can see my own charts. If I'm posting charts on the group, you notice that my charts are always black and white. Yes, I think some people are trying to join. So you notice that my chart is always black and white. That's how I customized it to be. So you can customize it to whatever you want it to look like. You get. So this is it. We have the green and we have the blue candle, and this candle constitutes of wick. There's what we call a wick, or we call it a shadow. If you are using the candlestick trading Bible, if you go into the candlestick trading Bible, you are going to be seeing it as, it's called shadow. I think it's called shadow there. I would advise you go through the book as many times as you can. It's very important because this is the core important thing that comes to trading. If you want to trade as a price action trader, as an SMC trader, support and resistance trader, you still need the knowledge of the candlestick. Whether you're trading support, supply and demand, or whatever you're trading, you still need the knowledge of the candlestick. Now you've seen we've been able to identify it. Now we have the red candle, which is this one. We have the green candle, which is this one. You understand? So now we have these two candles, and these candles constitutes of wick and a body. This is the body of the candle. This is the body of the candle. Oh, don't mind my writing. I'm just trying to be. This is also the body of the candle. Normally, when you learn trading, be lazy as me. So traders always are lazy people. They don't like working. When you get to a point, you will be lazier than me. So this is the body of the candle, and this is also the body of this candle. Now we say wick. Where is the wick? This is the wick of this candle. You can call it wick, or you can call it a shadow. You can call it wick, or you can call it a shadow. If you are fast, you can as well be picking tools I'm using for as I'm doing all these things for you. Picking those tools, all these tools. So in case you're doing an analysis with time, which you get used to trading view with time, it will be easier for you. I'm going to be using wick for this class. I'm not using shadow, but the both of them are actually the same thing. So we have this as our wick. Now we'll see on writing today. Okay, we have this as our wick. Oh, this thing is stressing me. We have this as our wick. So we have this as our wick here, and we have this as the body of the candle. So before I go forward into this candlestick problem, I'm going to be going to our types of. We have different type of chart visualization. It's not just candlestick here. We have different things to use in analyzing a chart. Okay, you can use this too. Are you seeing this? Now this is also another chart pattern. Are you seeing this one? They call this one bars. They call them bars. And some traders use this to trade. There are traders that use this to trade, especially, let's say, most of the old traders, we have some old traders that have been trading with this. If you read trading books, you'll find out that some trading books are talking about this. So you shouldn't be too surprised. You shouldn't be too surprised about that. They're talking about this. So when you see this on your chart, you shouldn't be like, oh, what's the meaning of this? It's not only candlestick there is in trading. You understand? You can use this also too. I still remember there was a time, I think in 2022. Yeah, 2022. I was learning how to use this to trade. It was not easy. My brain almost spoiled. It was not easy, but I got to know a little about it and how to use it to trade. It's not quite too annoying like that too, you understand, but it's still understandable. You need some of it are erasing from my head. So we also have the halo candle that looks like this. We also have the halo candle, we have volume, but this one you need to pay for it for you to be using it. You have volume. We have this volume candle actually shows you where there is more pressure in the market and all that. We have the line chart. Most of the time when you're learning something like market structure, we are still going to touch market structure a little bit today. So we're talking about market structure here, like this. You can use this for market structure for beginner stage, and you can use this too to see how market is actually moving without using the noise of the candle, because candlesticks sometimes can be very noisy. You understand? We have different things to check your charts with. You can go through it on your trading view and all that, but which one is the best? Candlestick. Why? Because candlestick is way much more better to use in trading. That's why we are using candlesticks to trade. We are not using it because it's just fine. We are using it because it explains better. Now, if you've gone through the candlestick trading bible, you would notice that you'll be seeing types of candles. Go through it. You are going to be noticing that you have most of these candles have name. Literally all of them, they have their names. And those names has what they perform. When you see them, you already know what price is going to do next. You should expect what price is going to do next. You are going to know, okay, when I see this candle, I should be expecting that price is going to do this. When I see this candle, I should be expecting that price is going to do that. You understand? So those candles are really important. That's why you need to go to your candlestick trading bible. Like if you've gone through the bible, you know that this is an engulfing candle. This is a bullish engulfing candle. Understand? We have the pin bar, we have the what do you call it, gravestone, we have the doji here, we have the morning star, we have the evening star, we have pin bar, or you can call it reverse hammer. We have a lot of it here, so you can just tweezer top, tweezer bottom. We have a lot of candlesticks that you can just go through. You don't need to know, you need to know all of them, but you never can tell which one you'll be very used to. Understand? In trading, like me, I always look out for pin bars. When I talk about pin bars, I talk about something like I can look out for these two, the gravestone, but I always prefer a much more clearer pin bar to use. I also look out for candles like this, dragonfly. I always look out for candles like this too, the morning star, the evening star. I always look out for candles like the engulfing candle, like this one, especially this one. I always look out for it in the market. Once I see it, it's time for me to strike. something like this one is the engulfing candle. Once I see this candle, I should know that okay, this market is about to buy, it's about to go up, it's about to go bullish. If it happens like this, my next entry I'm going to be looking for is how I'm going to enter this trade, so it's going to buy. You get? Hope you all are following what I'm saying. You understand? If you have any complications, you can ask me. Hope I'm not too fast.
Following.
Alright. So these candles as well, they are moving in that manner. So back to what we were saying. Back to what we were saying about the candle. Back to what we were saying. We're on the 1 hour time frame. So back to what we were saying. Let's say this candle has wick and it has the body. Now, when we talk about the candlestick, how do they call it? How do they call this thing? Let me use another word. Anatomy. Okay, let's say a candlestick anatomy. We are saying now we are talking about the structure of the candle and how it works. Now, for the bullish candle, which is this one, it opens at this point. Opens at this point and closes at this point. So we have here our open price, our open of price here. We have our open here, and we have our close here. We have our close at that point. So the bullish candle opens at this point and closes at this point. Now you are going to ask me, how does this wick now form when this thing has opened here and this one is going to open? We'll come to that. Now we'll come to the bearish candle. The bearish candle opens at this point. The bearish candle opens at this point and closes at this point. So now we have our open here, and we have our what? Our close here. It's just an inverse of each other. Yeah. If anybody is trying to join,
So you can no longer see your screen.
just hold on. I'm coming. I think some people, we have a lot of people trying to join, and I've not accepted them yet. What is this? I'm trying to see. Treasure. Okay. That's what we're saying. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So next thing now is this. Now we've been able to spot where price opened, and I said I was going to say something. Yes, I said I was going to say something. How does this thing happen that you now see this week here? You see this week. If you go to the chart, you're going to be seeing week, and all these shadows that's under the candle, on top of the candle. How does it happen now? If price opens at this point, okay. So as I was saying, guys, just give me a minute. I'm coming. So as I was saying, I said, okay. I said, what causes this week? Now you're going to notice that sometimes price will just open. When price opens at this point, sometimes there's what they call volatility in the market. Spread volatility. There's what they call volatility in the market. Those volatility, what they do is, so most of the time you see those volatility in the market. Those volatility in the market, the market will start like when a new candle wants to open, just like you're seeing now. Now we are trying to have another open of a new candle here. Now, just so you know, every time frame, there's what they call time frame, both in the MT5 and the trading view. In trading generally, there's what they call time frame. So now if you are trading, you work with time frames. Either you trade on the 1 minute, 5 minutes, we even have seconds, 15, 30 seconds, in fact, down to anything you want. Daily time frame, weekly time frame, monthly time frame. Each candle on each time frame represents that time frame. We are on the 1 hour time frame, meaning every candle here, every 1 hour, we are expecting a new candle. If you were to be on the daily time frame, what we are saying is that every day we expect to have a new candle. Now let's go to the daily time frame. Are you seeing that the candle is a bit less? Now this is the candle for today. This is also the candle for yesterday. So moving like that, you'll be seeing all that. So now before a new candle opens, sometimes you see those volatility. Markets want to move, take out liquidity, then it's going to go to the direction it wants to go. Sometimes it's going to do a little bit of pullback, retest, and then it's going to go back to where it wants to go to. You understand? That's what causes this, because once that candle has made that move, you are going to have this week to show that it made that move up to that part. If let's say we are having we're on the 1 hour time frame, and this little week occurred here. If you should switch to the small if you should switch to the like 1 minute time frame, you are going to see what happened to this week. This week you're seeing here, you are going to see that this week is not just a week, it's a candle movement, and I'm going to show you here. So you are seeing I've marked that week there. So let's go to the 1 minute. Are you seeing what happened on the 1 minute? Are you seeing that how price moved and a candle tapped into it? You were seeing a single candle before, but now you are seeing that it took multiple candles to get to that point. But on the 1 hour time frame, it's just basically one candle that tapped into that point. Are you seeing the multiple candles that occurred till you got to that point? And now we are having a new candle forming. Now we are going back to the 1 hour time frame. We are just seeing one candle. So that is how the magic works, you understand? So those weeks is actually a price movement on the smaller time frame, which is, I guess everybody understands that now. So now we are moving to the next stage, which is I'm trying to break down everything that has to do with the candlestick. So when we go into the market structure, you'll be confused. Now we need to go back to the candlestick to study the candlestick. It's very, very important. You need to go back to the candlestick to study that. So you are going to know the names of these candles. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be showing you this. Now we have been able to break down what they call the types of candles, and we have the bullish candle, and we have the bearish candle. Notice how price is moving up, and you'll be confused that why is price going up like this, price is going up, price is going down, price is coming down, and all that. What causes all these things for price to go up? Sometimes news events, buyers and sellers. Buyers might be much today, and you are going to be having a drastic buy, just like you're seeing here. We're having a serious buy here. We had a serious buy here. I think this was last week. Okay, no. Okay, yeah. So we had this serious buy here, and price is trying to fall back to this zone, as you can see here. So we have that movement in price, and what causes that? Now when you see all this movement in price, whatever has to do with movement in price, and you're seeing this, you're seeing that price is moving, causing is going up, is coming down, going up, is coming down, going up, is coming down. What causes this actually? It's called market structure. When you see anything that has to do with how price move, it's categorized under market structure. Another market structure, we have 3 types of market structure. We have the bullish, we have the uptrend, we have the downtrend, and we have the consolidating market. You understand? We have the chubby, we have the consolidation, we have the ranging. Is either you call it the consolidation, range, or chubby market. You can call it whichever name. That particular one have 3 names, but the uptrend is uptrend, the downtrend is downtrend. You understand? So you are going to be going into that, but I'm just going to introduce it, but I'm going to go into it deeper tomorrow. You understand? I'm trying to break this analogy for you guys about this whole one here. So when I talk about the market structure, I'm actually talking about this. You notice how price moves like this, and you notice that price also moves like this too. And you notice that price is moving in this manner too. Notice that sometimes price just be moving. What you should have in mind that it doesn't move the way you are seeing it here. On the chart, price doesn't move as clean as this. This is how price moves, but they are basically the same thing. Are you seeing? But they are basically the same thing. If you have any question in regards to this and what I've been talking about all this while, you can ask me. Let me give room for question. In case of there's any confusion, you can mute yourself and ask me any question. If you have any question, you can ask. Any question, you can ask. Let's be fast about it.
About the market structure, please just
Your voice is
explain
not
again.
loud.
I said about the market structure. Can you just explain again?
Okay, I should explain the market structure again. Alright. Okay. Who else? Any other question? Anybody else who have another question? So that's any other question, so we can move. I can just hit the 2 things. This one's not too bad. Okay. So about the market structure, just like I said we have an uptrend. Like I said market structure has to do with movement in price movement. You understand?